Welcome to the Walt Whitman Show, coming to you from Ireland, coming to you from my kitchen in Ireland. And Padraig O'Connor, welcome. Thank you for coming. Emil, hello, welcome. Jay Fahley, hello, welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming. It's late in the evening here in Ireland. Certainly is. And this is Jonathan Sawyer from the UK. Hello, Artorical. Hello, Old Kaloa. Hello. Hello by Mr. Matthews. Hello, Tony. Hello. John O'Sullivan is in the house. News Agent Provocateur. Good evening, Brian. Good evening, Brian in Dublin. We're up late. This is the Walt Whitman Show, and I've been making lemon drizzle cake. Goliath, hello. Yes, I was delayed by preparations for my daughter's birthday tomorrow. Her birthday party, actually. So, here we are. Great to see you all. You'll drizzle all over my cake. Oh, you dirty man, you. Oh, you're a dirty man, you. So, keep you at peace. It's the first time I've done it, but actually she did most of it. But anyway, Walt Whitman Show, to everybody who's arrived for the Walt Whitman Show, a very special welcome. Julie Cakes, hello. Julie, good evening, or good afternoon, I should say. Claire, humph, right, Claire, I don't know if we've ever met before. Excuse me if we have. But it's just very nice to have you here. Oh, it's evening, Julie, right. You can of course bake loads of cakes in an egg cup. Oh yeah, very easy. You just put lots of things like egg and flour and all that in. And yeah, no trouble at all. No. Easily done. Often done in Ireland. So this is Walt Whitman. This is the aged American poet who lived during the 19th century, whose work I'm going to read out tonight, or some of whose work I'm going to read tonight. Nice to see people saying hello to each other. I'd like to give a special welcome to the people watching this on the web, and also to the people watching it on replay, because you haven't got a chance to comment. And so let me just say that this is the guy who wrote Leaves of Grass. This is the edition that was produced just before he died. Simon, good evening, or good night, or good morning, I think it is almost now. Good morning, and thank you very much for coming. I was distracted, or I was delayed. How far am I into the book? That's a very good question. I would say about 1/10 at the most. Let me just see. Yeah. Okay, I got to page 130. And there are... Actually, we haven't far to go. We've only got about 680 pages in all. 130 out of 680. So we're nearly there. You know, we only have about another... I don't know, 6 or 8 months or 2 or 3 years. Not sure now. Trying to find the poem now that I have one-handedly lost it. There's a poem called Spontaneous Me. Oh dear. Right, where am I? Here we are. I've got it. I've got ready. Yes. So tonight's poem is called A Woman Waits for Me. So this should appeal to some of you. A woman waits for me. Yes. I've been considering. I said last night I might ask one of these speed performers on Periscope, who are able to talk terribly quickly, that I might book one of them. You know. How much he gets distracted. Yes, it does depend on how much I get it. Hey, Simon, you're number 2. Column end, Simon. Simon number 1 is here before you. Yes. It wouldn't be the same, Paul. If Jason Stolkin read it, it would definitely not be the same. No way would it be the same. You know, thank goodness there's only one of me. You know, and there's only one Walt Whitman, and there's only one Tony in Amsterdam. There's only one. There we are. Good evening. What a gentleman. Good evening, Simon. There we are. We've got a glass of red wine. Hello from California. Hello, Paleo, paparazzi. You love the glasses. Oh, God. Wow. Okay. You lost track of your number. I think Joy has the right idea. Right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to start Walt Whitman. Right? Is that okay? Paleo paparazzi. That's a great That's a great name. Paleo paparazzi. Takes a bit of getting your tongue around it, you know. So here we go with a poem called Permission to Proceed Granted. Thank you very much. Ready for takeoff? Yes, sir. Ever ready to go? Yes, yes. Oh, I've got only one heart. I have only one heart. Absolutely, just one single heart. Some people have loads of them, but I just have one. Yes. So here we go. A woman waits for me. Excuse me while I have a little drink. Okay, here we go. A woman waits for me. She contains all. Nothing is lacking. Yet all were lacking if sex were lacking, or if the moisture of the right man were lacking. Sex contains all, bodies, souls, meanings, proofs, purities, delicacies, results, promulgations, songs, commands, health, pride, the maternal mystery, the seminal milk, all hopes, benefactions, bestowals, all the passions, loves, beauties, delights of the earth, all the governments, judges, gods, followed persons of the earth. These are contained in sex as part of itself and justifications of itself. Without shame, the man I like knows and avows the deliciousness of his sex. Without shame, the woman I like knows and avows hers. Now I will dismiss myself from impassive women. I will go stay with her who waits for me, and with those women that are warm-blooded and sufficient for me. I see that they understand me and do not deny me. I see that they are worthy of me. I will be the robust husband of those women. They are not one jot less than I am. They are tanned in the face by shining suns and blowing winds. Their flesh has the old divine suppleness and strength. They know how to swim, row, ride, wrestle, shoot, run, strike, retreat, advance, resist, defend themselves. They are ultimate in their own right. They are calm, clear, well possessed of themselves. I draw you close to me, you women. I cannot let you go. I would do you good. I am for you and you are for me. Not only for our own sake, but for others' sakes. enveloped in your sleep, greater heroes and bards, they refuse to awake at the touch of any man but me. It is I, you women, I make my way. I am stern, acrid, large, indissusible, but I love you. I do not hurt you any more than is necessary for you. I pour the stuff to start sons and daughters fit for these states. I press with slow, rude muscle. I brace myself effectually. I listen to no entreaties. I dare not withdraw till I deposit what has so long accumulated within me. Through you, I drain the pent-up rivers of myself. In you I wrap 1,000 onward years. On you I graft the grafts of the best beloved of me and America. The drops I distill upon you shall grow fierce and athletic. Girls, new artists, musicians and singers, the babes I beget upon you are to beget babes in their turn. I shall demand perfect men and women out of my love spendings. I shall expect them to interpenetrate with others as I and you interpenetrate now. I shall count on the fruits of the gushing showers of them as I count on the fruits of the gushing showers I give now. I shall look for loving crops from the birth, life, death, immortality I plant so lovingly now. Well. A little self-important. I bet that was banned by the church at the time. It certainly would have been one of those which would have scandalized. Wow, I gotta go take a shower now. It was delicious. It was delicious. Very cheeky. Oh my. Meg Veg is here. Hello, Meg Veg. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, that was pretty seamy stuff, you know. I hope your wife doesn't watch the replay. You think she might have got too excited by it. Yeah, that is... my connection is being a brat. Don't worry, I'm going to read it again. Wingnut is here. Wingnut, yes, you're so right. My glasses are definitely all foggy. In his time, he was attacked for being too heterosexual. I think he was certainly attacked for being too sexual. Every sort of sexuality. I'm here for the reading. Periscope is misbehaving for you. Oh, that's a pity. You wore a new pair of glasses today. Nobody noticed. So what was that all about anyway? That was certainly the most sustained long piece of poetry I have read about sex. He's quite sure of his desirability. Now we see him as gay. Hi 3. Hi Mark. Calla Lily, hello. Calla Lily, welcome. Don't worry, I will read it again. This is certainly one that has to be read a second time. Yes, there's a hell of a list of various things going on in this particular poem. and it's called A Woman Waits for Me. Oh, well, I mean, the only trouble, Simon, is that I can't see you. Without the glasses, I can't see a thing. In his day, the gay was not clear, yeah. The one thing about him that was clear is that he was very much, a poet of sensuality. I mean, a carnal one, welcome, welcome. I'm going to read it again, right? So now that you're all here, perhaps you can just, calm yourselves down after this and listen to it for a second time, right? Are you all ready? Okay. Here we go. It's called A Woman Waits for Me. A woman waits for me. She contains all. Nothing is lacking. Yet all were lacking if sex were lacking, or if the moisture of the right man were lacking. Sex contains all bodies, souls, meanings, proofs, purities, delicacies, results, promulgations, songs, commands, health, pride, the maternal mystery, the seminal milk, all hopes, beatifications, bestowals, all the passions, loves, beauties, delights of the earth, all the governments, judges, gods, followed persons of the earth. These are contained in sex as parts of itself and justifications of itself. Without shame, the man I like knows and avows the deliciousness of his sex. Without shame, the woman I like knows and avows hers. Now I will dismiss myself from impassive women. I will go stay with her who waits for me, and with those women who are warm-blooded and sufficient for me. I see that they understand me and do not deny me. I see that they are worthy of me. I will be the robust husband of those women. They are not one jot less than I am. They are tanned in the face by shining suns and blowing winds. Their flesh has the old divine suppleness and strength. They know how to swim, row, ride, wrestle, shoot, run, strike, retreat, advance, resist, defend themselves. They are ultimate in their own right. They are calm, clear, well possessed of themselves. I draw you close to me, you women. I cannot let you go. I would do you good. I am for you and you are for me, not only for our own sake, but for others' sake. Enveloped in your sleep, greater heroes and bards. They refuse to awake at the touch of any man but me. It is I, you women, I make my way. I am stern, acrid, large, indissuadable, but I love you. I do not hurt you any more than is necessary for you. I pour the stuff to start sons and daughters fit for these states. I press with slow, rude muscle. I brace myself effectually. I listen to no entreaties. I dare not withdraw till I deposit what has so long accumulated within me. Through you I drain the pent-up rivers of myself. In you I wrap 1,000 onward years. On you I graft the grafts of the best beloved of me and America. The drops I distill upon you shall grow fierce and athletic girls, new artists, musicians and singers. The babes I beget upon you are to beget babes in their own turn. I shall demand perfect men and women out of my love spendings. I shall expect them to interpenetrate with others as I and you interpenetrate now. I shall count on the fruits of the gushing showers of them, as I count on the fruits of the gushing showers I give now. I shall look for loving crops from the birth, life, death, immortality I plant so lovingly now. So there, voila, Walt Whitman. "50 Shades of Walt Whitman," yes. Good afternoon. Well, what an afternoon, eh? You came in to cool down and now you're warm again. Ulcalo, right. Sex maniac, absolutely, completely, utterly. And there's a man who thinks he's going to have sex with the whole world. It's 90 here. It was hot before I got here. You were hot before you got here. Thank you very much. You need a cold shower. I'm so Irish. My cheeks turn bright red when things heat up. Yes. Well, of course, Whitman, when he uses the word I, we see him as do Gay now. Yeah. Yeah, when he used the word I, he has a very particular way of using the word I through all of his poetry. I don't think this is any different than any other person talking about sex. No, I'm not blushing. It's the light. It's the light. Although I must say I do look a bit rouge. Some are just not as articulate. Well, there's a really good point. Yes. You see, who knows what other people do? Who knows? It's a very passionate matter, sex. And it's certainly one where, what Whitman is doing here very much describes what a lot of people think they're doing and feel they're doing. Just because you don't discuss it like this, absolutely, yes, doesn't mean it's not there, willing to be articulated. Passionate but not vulgar. Aha. Well, I must say that I personally didn't feel there was anything vulgar in there. No, I didn't. I felt that it was really street sex maniac. Mark, you make me smile. Beautiful and rhythmic, yes. But it's also, I love the detail. It's also the detail. I think Mark is actually getting a laugh out of me. That's probably why we don't get to read Walt Whitman in high school. I wonder what this would be like to read in high school. Susan, good evening and welcome. It might be a way of weaning people off nudie magazines, of porn, so they could actually develop the language for speaking about sex. Are you late? Yes, Susan, you are late. Yes, yes. There are a lot of people here who have been excited by Walt Whitman tonight. According to Walt, he will be in a few weeks. Trade porn for poems. Yes, that was what I was thinking of. There's a woman called Cindy Gallop who I associate with that way of thinking. Make love, not porn, I think is her strapline. Yeah, it's anyone else have any thoughts about it? Anyone else want to I think this was brilliantly written in a thought-provoking way. Now there's a lovely thought. What age would you have enough emotional maturity to comprehend the nuances? There's a kind of chaste beauty to him. Oh, my goodness. Writing poetry and forgot the time. Well, that's some excuse. That is some excuse. Walt wasn't holding anything back with this one. Well, you know what? I actually, on quiet reflection, while, you've all been saying things about it, I give it I have to tell you, Susan, wait till you hear it. You'll then fully understand the energy and the purpose behind that. Oh, it's very delicate. Yes, yes. Very delicate, very metaphorical, very spiritual. Absolutely. Oh, yes. Yes. It's very, very delicate. Okay, I'm going to give it to you all again, right? It could very easily. Can you have a cold face cloth beside you, Susan? Can you get a cold face cloth, just in case you'd and a glass of water in case you'd be overcome, right? And I will now read it again. Wingnut said I should give it to you. This is like a giver one, So here we go. Walt surprises nobody. Okay, goodbye and thank you. If you're going carnal one, this is okay. You asked for it. Here it comes. It's called A Woman Waits for Me. In this case, we waited for you, so it's a man has waited for you. Well, more than a man, a whole load of people. Here it comes, right? Straight between the... Oh no, I better not finish that sentence. A woman waits for me. A woman waits for me. She contains all. Nothing is lacking. Yet all were lacking if sex were lacking, or if the moisture of the right man were lacking. Sex contains all. Bodies, souls, meanings, proofs, purities, delicacies, results, promulgations, songs, commands, health, pride, the maternal mystery, the seminal milk, all hopes, beatifications, bestowals, all the passions, loves, beauties, delights of the earth, all the governments, judges, gods, followed persons of the earth. These are contained in sex as parts of itself and justifications of itself. Without shame, the man I like knows and avows the deliciousness of his sex. Without shame, the woman I know, the woman I like, knows and avows hers. Now I will dismiss myself from impassive women. I will go stay with her who waits for me, and with those women that are warm-blooded and sufficient for me. I see that they understand me and do not deny me. I see that they are worthy of me. I will be the robust husband of those women. They are not one jot less than I am. They are tanned in the face by shining suns and blowing winds. Their flesh has the old divine suppleness and strength. They know how to swim, row, ride, wrestle, shoot, run, strike, retreat, advance, resist, defend themselves. They are ultimate in their own right. They are calm, clear, well possessed of themselves. I draw you close to me, you women. I cannot let you go. I would do you good. I am for you, and you are for me, not only for our own sakes, but for others' sakes. Enveloped in you sleep greater heroes and bards. They refuse to awake at the touch of any man but me. It is I, you women. I make my way. I am stern, acrid, large, indissuadable, but I love you. I do not hurt you any more than is necessary for you. I pour the stuff to start sons and daughters fit for these states. I press with slow, rude muscle. I brace myself effectually. I listen to no entreaties. I dare not withdraw until I deposit what has so long accumulated within me. Through you I drain the pent-up rivers of myself. In you I wrap 1,000 onward years. On you I graft the grafts of the best beloved of me and America. The drops I distill upon you shall grow fierce and athletic women, new artists, musicians and singers. The babes I beget upon you are to beget babes in their turn. I shall demand perfect men and women out of my love spendings. I shall expect them to interpenetrate with others as I and you interpenetrate now. I shall count on the fruits of the gushing showers of them, as I count on the fruits of the gushing showers I give now. I shall look for loving crops from the birth, life, death, immortality I plant so lovingly now. Now, I'm not reading it a fourth time, right? No matter how many people come and go, and we should commission Roger Overall to do an illustrative animation for this audio. There is a very interesting idea. Roger Overall is a very, very close friend of mine, and he can do very good animation. Orion, hello, good evening, or good night. Poor Roger. Oh. Yes. Orion, I do hope you are a lot better tonight than you were last night. Tell me, did you get a decent night's sleep? And were you calm during the day today? Missed a comment from me. Oh, good. Oh, good. Look, let me just tell the gist of it since it was in the public arena. Orion told us last night. I presume, Orion, you don't mind me telling the fundamentals of the story. You're walking home from Canary Wharf again. You're a daredevil. Last night Orion was scoping from, well, he wasn't scoping actually. He was trying out a new form of live streaming in on a thing, something like Friends Feed or something like that. And he was approached by two gentlemen from His Majesty's service who established that he wasn't a terrorist. It took them half an hour's interrogation to establish this, and it seems that they didn't understand live streaming at all. He was innocently, dare I say it, this is my interpretation. Now this is my summary, right? This is my summary, and Orion, the only reason I'm doing this is because I think it would take a while for Orion to write down the story. But the poor man was stopped and given this pretty nerve-wracking experience, to put it mildly. And then to cap it all, he went back there tonight. I mean, wow. Well, I use the word interrogation. Yes. That's the gist of it. I mean, it was last night on the Walt Whitman Show. Everybody should follow Orion. Orion is the most lovely man. I couldn't recommend anybody more highly than Orion. He's a total gentleman. He's a really, completely lovely person. Yes, he was approached by two gentlemen from His Majesty's or Her Majesty's service who stopped him from live streaming in Canary Wharf, and they subjected him to an interrogation for half an hour in order to establish in their minds that he wasn't a terrorist. They didn't just say stop and let him go. No, he was actually interviewed. Yes. And his details were taken down. It was a terrible thing to happen. Canadian Beer 24, welcome. Welcome to the Walt Whitman Show. May I inquire where you are in Canada? No, I thought you were in Canada. Sorry, I thought Canadian Beer you were in Canada. And where you've come along at a point where there's a bit of a conversation going on about something pretty unpleasant that happened to one of the nicest scopers in London. Sky Creations, hello. Of course, you're Canadian, and I have relatives in Canada. And I'd just be curious to know which part of Canada you're in. I'm in the south coast of Ireland, a place called Cork. I'm up very late. It's in preparation for my daughter's birthday party tomorrow. So I'm fairly just let it go, you see? Just let it go, right? No, the kind of Secret Service can be very, very polite. She will be 10. She will be 10. My daughter will be 10 actually on Monday, but tomorrow is her party. Yes, into double digits. Oh, she'll be approaching retirement soon. Yes. So I've been making her birthday cake with her this evening. In case anybody missed it, it's a lemon drizzle cake. Lemon drizzle cake. And if you've never heard of that, it's a 12 and herself, 13. 13. Yes. Lemon drizzle cake. They're going climbing a wall, they're going on a climbing wall, and they're going dancing. They're going to a sports center where you can do climbing. Thank you, Orion. I will pass on all wishes to her. And they're dancing. They're the two things. An hour of climbing and an hour of dance, followed by half an hour of a party. You make lovely lemon curd. I bet you do. I bet your lemon curd must be fantastic. I mean, you can pick lemons off trees. Leah Mains, hello, welcome back. What kind of... Oh, I think it's up to them. I think it'll be... I think it's free dance. I think they'll be... I actually don't know. They may well have a dance teacher with them. Or they may be... Or it may just be they'll be given a dance place. I think maybe... What do you think, Brian? Now that she's turned 10, maybe she's okay to listen to Walt Whitman. I think now that she's 10, it's time that she was able to read any poetry, don't you think? Yeah. If I start her off reading, Song of Myself, she might get to the one we were reading this evening, about the time that she'd understand it. Jaw flops, jaw drops, yeah. So, I think I might hold back on giving her tonight's one. I think so. But I could be influenced now if you're strongly of the view that I shouldn't be censoring Walt Whitman's poetry from my daughter. If that really is your view, I suppose I could revise my position. I'm going to go with Let's Not Rush Her. At the moment, she's more interested in cats. She's interested in cats. I haven't yet come across maybe some of you know it. Do you know Walt Whitman's poetry about cats? Yes, I haven't come across Walt Whitman's cat poems yet. I think you're right. I think it could get a wee bit, but Puma is somewhere here. Oh, let me show you. The Echo Puma. Oh, I know it's Eche Puma, isn't it? Eche Puma. He's just settling into the house. Carl welcome. I thought that was a funny little image there. Well, I have to say I have joined the cat people very recently. This is the first cat I've ever had any degree of responsibility for. Thank you, Carl. We've had a conversation that's moved on to cats now. You've had 2 of them. Haven't seen who yet? Who haven't you seen, Orion? Have you not seen Puma? Hello, Susan. Welcome back. Oh, look, Orion, I'll show you Puma. Puma. Oh, Simon, you're too clever. You are too clever. Simon number 1, that was just a superb quip. Well, it's, we're lucky to have Puma, I feel now. It was entirely, it wasn't my idea to have a cat. Definitely, you wouldn't have put me in the ranks of, but I tell you now that we have a lot to learn about cats. Ah, you have 2 rescue dogs, wonderful. No cats. Cats are cool. I'll tell you a funny thing about cats. I will not get a second cat. Absolutely right. I will definitely not get a second cat. We had cats and dogs when I was a kid. Absolutely the same, Orion. We had cats and dogs. And here in Ireland it rains cats and dogs. It rains cats and dogs. Cats domesticated themselves thousands of years ago. 1 dog rescued from Mexico and 1 dog rescued from Thailand. Wow. I'd kill for rain, yeah, I bet you. We need to send some over. Yeah, Scott Wilson film. Scott, would you by any chance be able to send some rain to California? Well, that has been said to me, that basically cats sort themselves out. Yeah, which is lovely. Oh, I forget who has rescue dogs. I think Megveg has rescue dogs. I think. I can't quite remember for sure who it was said that they had a rescue dog from Taiwan or Thailand and a rescue dog from another exotic country. Well, exotic by my standards. He is not pure black. He has a tiny bit of white. There it is. Thailand and Meave from Thailand and Digger is from Mexico. Digger. Wow. He's got a tiny bit of white. Well, there we are. We're on to cats tonight. Now we're back to dogs. Funnily enough, Brian, the cat was meant to be called Casper with a K. Before the cat came to the house, he was meant to be called Casper. But then my daughter got her knickers in twist and couldn't figure out what she wanted to call him for a few days, and then finally adopted the name that the cat was given when the cat arrived at the kind of rescue home, because it came from foster home. It came from a foster home. The cat was given up by a family who'd had it since a kitten. 1 year, 1-year-old. Was with the family, for some reason got too much for the family, but was never wild and was never abused or... Yes, has all the shots, yes, had everything. Is in very good nick. The only thing is that we have a kitchen here that has some high up ledges, and this cat has found his way to the highest ledges in this kitchen. I was going to show them to you. Yeah, apparently you can't. I'm going to have to leave in a minute, guys. It is coming up to 1 o'clock here, and I've got a very full day tomorrow. I'm running around the place getting things ready for this party in the afternoon. So I think I better get some sleep. Get used to cleaning the work surfaces all the time. That's an interesting point. That's a very interesting point. I didn't really sign up for that, Brian. Thanks, Orion. Thank you very much. Thank you, old Kaloa. I have to kind of learn people's names. Hold on, let me try and... Judy. Right. Judy, I'm going to make a special effort to remember your name from now on. So, old Kaloa is Judy. An ounce of chocolate can kill a cat. I wouldn't dream of giving the cat chocolate. I wouldn't dream of giving the cat chocolate. Hello, Nelcha, hello. Somebody here wants me to give the cat chocolate. I wouldn't dream of it. I mean, to plant that seed of an idea in my brain where it never was. I mean, how cruel, how cruel. Oh, thy cruel and senseless thing. My poor brain doth, You could have a spin-off show that features more cat content. Call it Pause for Thought. You see, I wouldn't even have to look to see whose name it was who said that. Pause for thought. It's obviously Mr. Simon. Wow. Pause and cry. Lilies are dangerous for them. Right, well, that's the last. My wife really loves lilies. Loves lilies. It's the last time she's getting lilies from me. Susan, hello and welcome back. Welcome back. Lilies, poinsettias. Yes. Morning glory. Right. Now, guys, I can't. Poinsettias are poisonous for cats. I don't usually eat poinsettias. I don't eat poinsettias, yeah. No, never had a salad with them in it, and wasn't planning to. I wish I could leave you to discuss cats, you know. Wouldn't it be really nice if the person running the scope could just close down at this end and you could all discuss cats or le meow. kind of pass the scope, but sometimes, you don't really even have to pass the scope. It would be just nice to be able to just chat. Wingnut has gone up even more in your estimation. Oh, these bloody glasses. I'll have to get them fixed again, Terrible. I'm going to put a weight on this side, Hang something down here. Merci. Oh, we're going to speak French now. Ah, incroyable. Yes. I'm going to love you and leave you now. Periscope just passed 13 million members. Today is its 5-month anniversary. Wow. Yeah, but you're taking a French class from a fairly high starting point. I know you're not on the beginning. Just too late. Yes. I'm going to say, well, I don't have 13 million followers. I haven't got 13 million followers. Cheery guys, all the best. Thank you again very much, and I'll just say it now. Thank you very much for coming. Of course, I can't read a word you're saying, but good night. Until tomorrow from here. Have a good day. Finish off the day really well. Sleep well, those of us who are going to sleep. And 13 million. If I could get just one heart from everybody. There is somebody who, when last I heard of him, Simon, had 121 million, and at the rate at which his hearts were growing, he probably has 220 million by now. He's the highest. If you Google who has the highest number of hearts on Periscope, you'll come across him. I think he speaks Arabic. Can't quite remember for sure. Okay. Au revoir. Au revoir.